The Ahmad Aubrey case is very strange. There's too much smiling, laughing, and giggling going on in the courtroom, in my opinion. The prosecution is just too plain. She's plain. No fire at all. And it's evident that the attorneys for the McMichaels and Brian Jr. are toying with the prosecution. And the judge is allowing it. I object, Your Honor. Well, I just don't understand the language these guys are using. They object for some of the stupidest things, and the judge will say, man, look, we're not going to waste the court's time with this foolishness. But they are allowing it. And the reason they keep on objecting is to confuse the prosecutor, which they eventually did. She forgot her own damn question. This lady's not on the job. She's not too enthused about her job, which is to seek justice for Ahmad Aubrey. Her objections are weak. It's like she's doing it just because the other attorneys are doing it. And this is the most country backwood. This is ridiculous. Even the look of the courtroom is ridiculous for such a high-profile case. They could have had this anywhere else except that particular courtroom. And like I say, I've heard some of the most stupidest things to object about. They were talking about the other day about the amount of calls or whatever, and how many times that they actually impede his progress. I object, Your Honor. That's not relevant. How many times he said, how many times it actually happened? That's relevant. And the judge looked like, what is this man talking about? And just went on with the proceed. But this is the strategy of those country lawyers. They know these guys are wrong. So their best strategy is to try to confuse and disrupt the proceedings. I object. Well, Your Honor, if this thing might last a whole month or so, if that's the case, we ought to at least get a half a day off. Just saying some of the stupidest ass things to slow the proceedings. And as I'm saying, this attorney, the judge is allowed it to happen. I'll consider it. I don't like this prosecutor. I don't like not any of the people that they have selected, the ones that recuse themselves. I wasn't too up on them either. So now y'all got somebody who's really not going to do any fighting. This lady, I don't know. Well, all I can say is this one thing though. If those McMichaels wind up walking, it's going to be trouble in that city. You think that George Floyd thing was something, you just wait. Now you let these people walk. Because it's the handwriting that's on the wall. People don't realize what type of, the spirits that are in the atmosphere right now. Prime for trouble. And people are walking right into it. But I really think that these jurors, even though they are the 11 white ones, I just don't really feel as if they're going along with this, because everyone has some type of conscience, I guess. And, what if I was in a position? So I just don't feel as if these little country tactics that these lawyers are trying to use will help them win this case or to get the case thrown out. They try to do something stupid to get the case thrown out. And the prosecutor, she's so damn dumb, she can't see that. I got a card like I see it. Is this lady a rookie? How many cases has she worked on? Especially as a lead attorney. Man. By God, these city slickers, we're going to show them a thing or two. Think you'll come down here and try to run out of town? We're not going to have it. We're going to confuse them. More slickers, we're going to confuse them. And so far, these city slicking attorneys appear to be confused. I don't know. Maybe that is some type of strategy they're using. Maybe they are allowing these attorneys to hang themselves because these attorneys aren't that bright. She's making them look smart. But from a person that is from the big city, these low-level country bumpkin attorneys don't know nothing. But in spite of what they don't know, it is what the prosecutor is doing, which is nothing. But in spite of all your tricks and your shenanigans, you boys is going to jail. That's right. You boys is going to jail. Papa McMichaels, Baby McMichaels, you're going to jail. Poor little Roddy, he's a little short fella, but he's going to jail too. Looking at these two sets of attorneys, it's kind of obvious to me that you have one attorney that doesn't know how to win. And you have another group of attorneys that are all about fun and games and shenanigans. But your games and shenanigans won't work this time, boys. It's not in the cards. You people ran this man down. This man's running from his life, for his life. And it's so stupid to think that black people just got to stop this because you said that you want to talk to them. I'm really sick of that mess with white people. And you know what I'm saying? It's because of the McMichaels, things are just kind of happening kind of crazy on these streets for people like the McMichaels. Nobody's going for it. It's like some people are waiting to meet somebody like the McMichaels. But hey, man, as I'm saying all the time, evil people do what evil people do. But it just so happens right now, evil people are getting caught up in their evil ways and they're going to prison. So you can look sad all you want to, but it won't stop you from receiving justice and being brought in by the long arm of our laws. Hang in there, little buddy.